not popular anywhere on earth. We have tried in this house, since the Night House that I know, and this house in particular, to rebuild our collective image. It is that collective image that individuals lean on to interact with the outside world. It is the way you build your house, you run your house, you manage your house, that outsiders would see and give you respect even before you say a word. In the last few hours since yesterday, I've been inundated with phone calls, text messages of different, how will I put it, intensity about the unfortunate, I would say, conduct of one of our members. In fact, Mr. Speaker, the tendency has been for people, particularly in certain sectors, to say, we expected this. Is it not from the House of Reps? That is not our culture. That is not our standing. That is not our image. It is not our purpose. In this house, we come from different professional backgrounds, from different cultures. And many of us have invested so heavily in building a reputation before we came here. It is that reputation that we brought from the outside that has built the collective strength of the House of Representatives of what it is today. And we all have to be very careful where you go, who we talk to, how we talk to people, how we relate to people. And sometimes you stoop to conquer just to allow peace to reign, not just in your own personal interest, but the interest of the larger body, of the institution. And we have a responsibility to Nigerians to build this institution to where it would, when we hand over to those that will come before us, they will have reasons to be proud of us. Our goal is to hand to them a banner without stain. I want to say that what has been in the news, we all probably already know about it, that our member, Honorable Mascot, had an altercation with a hailing cab driver, an Uber driver. It is not my job to begin to analyze the video that we have all seen or to analyze the commentary. But I have a responsibility to say that this House will not sit and accommodate any aberration. In fact, if you look at Order 5E, it sets out very clearly how the House should deal with anybody, any sort of infraction, aberration, or misconduct by a member of the House. And I'm on my feet today to plead with my colleagues and Mr. Speaker that this matter is serious enough. It impinges on our collective integrity. It attacks the conscience of the average Nigerian. It derogates on the image and expectations of the public of what we stand for as a House. And we have to demonstrate to that public that brought us here, that voted for us to come in here, that we recognize it, we are pained, we are offended, we are not happy about it, we are not judging the member.
Okay, round up.
You should allow me to plead that we send this matter to the Committee on Ethics and Privileges to give us a report in 1 week. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. So your prayer is that
to rise and speak very briefly concerning the incident that took place on October 27th of 2024, involving myself and a citizen, Mr. Stephen Abuetseya, an e-hailing cab driver. What began as a misunderstanding regrettably escalated into actions and remarks that do not reflect the values that I hold dear, nor those that I am.
Chairman CBN, you're having another parliament there.
As a member of the esteemed House, I deeply regret my words and actions that occurred at the heat of the moment, and I take full responsibility for how this exchange has impacted on the citizen, Mr. Abutseya, his family, and the entire public. I acknowledge that I am human, thus infallible. And in recognizing the significance of the role as a public servant, I am mindful of the weight of my words and actions and how they may have affected those that I represent. Since the incident, Citizen Abutseya and I have engaged in alternative dispute resolution methods. And I am pleased to inform this Honorable House that we have reached a respectful and constructive resolution. Additionally, my sincere apologies to the leadership of the House, my honorable colleagues, and the entire National Assembly as a whole for any deficit of goodwill that this particular incident may have caused. I am aware that my actions reflect not only on myself, but also the esteemed institution, the trust that the public places in us. This experience has served as a humbling reminder of the need for restraint and self-control, particularly in challenging situations. Mr. Speaker and honorable colleagues,
This your personal explanation looks like a lead debate. It's like an essay.
Mr. Speaker,
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, I'm speaking. Mr. Speaker, am I protected, Mr. Speaker?
Go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, this experience has been especially disheartening as it stands in the contrast to the positive strides that we have made in my constituency of Aba North and Aba South, particularly in the areas of health, education, and empowerment. Nevertheless, it serves as a teachable moment, Mr. Speaker, for all of us in public office that is held in high standards. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I just want to state once again that I am human. Even though there was things were said, and those things I regret. I apologize to all Nigerians. Regardless of the provocation, there should be no reason why I should react in that form. So I want to use this opportunity to appeal to all Nigerians. Let us let what has happened remain in the past, and let us forge forward. Thank you once again for giving me the opportunity to tender this apology, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
The integrity, the dignity of the parliament, has been threatened, has been scratched. We investigate through our internal structure in the eyes of principles of natural justice, which is ode ora partem, which is let both parties be heard, which is fair hearing. That is what we put in our rules. It is not good for us to judge, ahead of time and take rash decision. Therefore, in line with the prayers of the leader of the House, that this matter be referred to the Committee on Ethics and Privilege for him to be heard. his appeal was very emotional, very touching, shows remorse. I was touched hearing it from here. But that is not enough. I know you were touched as well. I know Nigerians watching him have seen a man that is remorseful. But our rules must be complied with. That our rule is that he should go and sit with our Committee on Ethics and Privileges. They will hear him and then report back to the House for us to take a decision. That is the ruling of the House. I'm being guided that the prayer of the leader need to be seconded. I need it to be seconded. Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker.